Hi, my friends on Facebook and those who might be watching this streamed on WT. I don't want me to tag. I'm just doing my tag list for those on Facebook that always want me to tag them when I'm going on, if it lets me. Jessica Ramos. Let me try this again. We will be getting into the topic here in just a few minutes. Why isn't this tagging? Because I'm not typing properly. All right. Jessica Ramos. Nicholas Blake. I got Cynthia Hunt. Today is Alicia's first day at the college for one of her classes out of the 5 that she's doing. 2 of them are in person. The rest of them are online. Sarah Paul. 2 more people and then we'll get started. I do have my notes here too. All right, guys. Tell me if you're watching this on the replay. I don't mind if you share this. It's a public platform. I come on every Tuesday with a message, whatever it may be. And today is talking about being honest. Not only do honest people, can you guys hear me? Yeah, you should be able to. Not only do honest people get a lot of, live by respect and integrity, but it's the truth always comes up, guys. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. My head is like, at the moment. One of those headaches. All right. Truth versus lies. Why honesty will always win in the end. Tell me if you're watching this here and live. Have you ever told a small lie that you thought was just like really little, didn't really mean much, like it was harmless to you? But then you had to keep remembering the details of the lie that you told. It can be stressful. The funny thing is our brains actually make lying harder work than it does being honest and telling the truth. Did you guys know that? It is harder to tell a lie than it is to be upfront and truthful. It's like trying to juggle 5 balls when you only have 2 hands. Every lie will add one more ball to the air until eventually they all come crashing down. That's what we're going to talk about today. And I'm even going to give you guys some science behind it. So let me set you. Can you guys hear me okay? If you're commenting, it's not letting me see your comments. I will not see them on Facebook until after, because I'm sure I would have already saw them come through right now. So it's being finicky. So here's the science behind truth and lies. The brain works harder when you lie. Neuroscience studies show that lying activates more areas of the brain. I think it's the prefrontal cortex of it than if you were to tell the truth. Because lying requires imagination, suppression of the truth, and constant monitoring to avoid being caught. So lies will literally drain your mental energy. We're also going to talk about the stress and hormones with lying. Almost. Come when it's empty, honey. Thank you. So when we lie, our bodies often release cortisol, which is the stress hormone, which will increase your heart rate, your blood pressure, and anxiety. Over time, lying, whether it's big lies, little lies, repeating lies, over time, lying can actually harm mental and physical health. Did you guys know that one? And so now we're going to talk about the truth and reward system. Being honest triggers the brain's reward circuit, and it gives you a sense of relief and peace. It feels good to be honest. It feels good to tell the truth. And being honest and truthful frees you from mental clutter and gives you the natural confidence of not having anything to hide. Okay? Let me talk about a couple things with you guys. Any lie is a lie. Definitely going to think of your brother. Thank you, Mama Rose. Absolutely will. Any lie is a lie. And truth builds trust. So imagine having a relationship without any honesty. It is going to collapse like a house without a foundation. It is just going to collapse down if it's not built on trust, because trust is fragile. And once that trust is broken by lying, it takes years to fully repair that, if ever. Sometimes it can't even. And lying creates heavy burdens, guys. One lie multiplies into many because you have to keep covering your tracks of what you said before. That's why people who lie often seem anxious and they get very defensive. It's because they're carrying so much invisible baggage already. You'll see that. If somebody gets really defensive with you and you know it's that they're not telling the truth, it's because they're already carrying that emotional weight of baggage. They're already held down. Honesty brings freedom and peace. You sleep better at night knowing that you don't have to keep a story straight with whatever it might be, whoever it might be. Even though it might sting for a moment, lies sting forever. Okay? And the only way that you're ever going to have true respect and integrity with people is by being truthful. People admire those who stand in their truth, even if that truth isn't perfect. In a few minutes. And honesty shows strength. Okay? It does. It shows this is who I am, take it or leave it. Honesty shows you're stepping into who you really are. If you don't like it, that's okay. This is who I am, take it or leave it, your choice. And I want to share one of my favorite parts about being honest. It can heal relationships. It does heal relationships. Truth gives people the chance to forgive and grow. And lies only dig deeper holes that drive people further away and makes wedges. So next time that you're tempted, if you do have this awfully bad habit, next time you're tempted to tell a small white lie, stop for a moment and ask, am I protecting myself or am I actually creating bigger problems later? Okay, now that you know all of this, start with radical honesty, my friends. And small daily habits. Whether that's showing up on time, admitting when you're wrong, and expressing your feelings. And that was my Talk Point Tuesday alarm going off again. Over time, honestly, honesty becomes a muscle for you. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So the truth might not always be comfortable, guys, but it's always clean. It's always authentic. Lies might feel easier in the moment, but they pile up and become a prison. Truth sets you free, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. So I'm just reminding you to choose honesty today and every day in your words, in your actions, in your life, in all of who you are, because it always pays off with peace and with freedom and respect. In the moment, it seems like lying can be helpful, and I promise you, it's never the answer. It is always, always, always helpful to always be truthful, no matter how hard it might seem in the moment. It's always better. All right, guys, I have to head off now. I'm picking up my daughter from college in 25 minutes. I love you all so very much.